Hi, I'm Rachel Gray. Welcome to my cooking channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make an Italian favorite, focaccia. Focaccia is a bread that comes from Italy. It's light and airy, fluffy on the inside, crispy on the outside, has a little bit of salt on the top, and I like mine with rosemary. So let's get started. Let's go over the ingredients we're going to need for the focaccia. We're going to need 3½ cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of yeast. We'll need 3 tablespoons of olive oil plus extra to oil the pan and to put over the top of our focaccia. We need 1¼ teaspoons of salt. I'm using kosher salt, and then extra salt to go on the top. 1½ cups of warm water, 105 to 110 degrees, and then 2 teaspoons of chopped rosemary. I'm going to need 2 teaspoons of fresh rosemary, so I just picked this out of my garden, and I'm going to just strip the leaves down and then on the top I just pick them off. Once I have the leaves all stripped, I'm just gonna kind of give them a rough chop. I'll just run through them with my knife, and then I'll go the other way and then just kind of run my knife through them one more time. And there's my chopped rosemary. I'm going to use my KitchenAid stand mixer to make this in, and I'm gonna put the paddle attachment on. And then I'll just put my ingredients in. It's really super simple. So 3½ cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of yeast, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1¼ teaspoons of salt, 1½ cups of warm water, and rosemary. Then I'm just going to put that down and turn it on. And I beat that together about 1 minute, and you'll see that it's a soft dough, but it's not sticking to the sides or the bottom. I'm just gonna take a silicone brush and I'm just gonna oil the bottom of this pan. Then I'm just gonna take the dough out of my bowl and put it onto the prepared pan. I'm going to try to spread the dough all the way from one end to the other. And a little bit of oil on the fingertips. And I don't worry about putting my fingers right into it. I go ahead and put my fingers in to cause a little dimpling. Then I'm going to cover it with some plastic wrap and let it raise for 1 hour. Okay, so it's been an hour, so go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees, and then we'll get the focaccia ready. I'm just gonna oil my fingers just a little bit, and then I'm just gonna gently push them into the dough, just to give some ever more dimples. And I'm gonna recover that. I'm just gonna go ahead and let that rest for 30 more minutes. So I've let it rest for 30 minutes, and I'm gonna brush with a little bit of olive oil just over the top. Just being careful not to deflate it. Then I'm gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of salt. Now if you trust yourself, you can just have it come right out of the box. But if you don't, just put it in a little, and then you can kind of be a little bit more controlled about how much salt is going where. We're gonna put this in the oven at 375 degrees and bake it for 25 to 30 minutes until it's golden brown. So it's been 25 minutes and I've taken my focaccia out, and as you can see, it's puffy and craggy and beautiful. Look at this beautiful fluffy piece of focaccia. It's delicious. It's got little bits of rosemary in there, salt on the top. It's truly divine. It's great plain, it's great with spaghetti. It's nice and fluffy so you could make it into a sandwich. You're really gonna like this. Those Italians, they know what they're doing. You can find this recipe and over 200 other recipes on my blog, cookingwithrachel101.com. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Subscribing is free. And if you want to be notified every time I post a new video, hit the bell. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment in the comments below.